making a beautiful matcha today. Just a classic iced matcha latte with oat milk. And I'll be going through the step-by-step process right now. Pretty simple and straightforward. First step is always the matcha quality. I have this Superior Blend ceremonial grade matcha from Naoki, and I think they're just available on Amazon. Just a few little things of it. But yeah, if you're anything like me, you really, oh my gosh, I just spilled it everywhere. Sad. Y'all, just some wasted matcha. I even got it on my sock. Not to fret, I'm literally gonna just like scoop it into my bowl over here. I'm just gonna finesse it back in there. No matcha will be wasted. My fingers are green now. I try to get as much off as possible, but anyways, let's continue. Right, sifter in. Don't wanna waste any of that. But yeah, if you're anything like me, matcha is just like part of your personality now. Like I love matcha and look forward to it every day. Sometimes I have it in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon. And I'm trying to have it more than coffee at the moment because coffee, the caffeine is a little rough for me. So this is hot, not boiling water. Since I can't control the temperature, I just boil my water and add room temperature water to it. Yeah, we're just gonna whisk it up. This is my favorite part. Actually, no, the favorite part is drinking it. What am I talking about? Gonna get all that matcha nice and well whisked in a W or M motion. We're gonna set this aside for now and then prepare our glass. Scoop in some ice. And now we're gonna pour in our oat milk. The last touches, the matcha. Oh, so pretty. Glorious. She is stunning. All right, let's mix her up. Time to try it. That oat milk is creamy, really hits the spot. I love it. Ice version is so refreshing. Hope we can try making matcha at home too. For day 2, we're making a persimmon matcha latte. I personally like this more than strawberry matcha lattes or any other fruity matcha lattes, just because the persimmon is so sweet and you really don't need to add any sweetener to it. Dice up a persimmon really fine or blend it in a blender. Layer the bottom of your glass with the persimmon, then add the ice and then the milk and then the matcha. So pretty much the same process as any normal matcha latte, but you start with the persimmon on the bottom. Excited to try this. I made it a persimmon matcha latte, so it's just persimmon, milk, and matcha. It's so yummy. Reminds me of a spot we went to in Japan, in Kyoto. There was persimmon matcha latte, and it's the best matcha latte I've ever had. The persimmon is so sweet, so pairs so nicely. Made my first ever matcha einspanner. So creamy, not too sweet, but just sweet enough. Might get a stomachache later though. This is a lot of dairy. Matcha einspanner is indeed a dairy bomb matcha latte with whipped heavy cream on top. So how I made it is a standard matcha latte, and then I whipped together heavy cream with a little bit of maple syrup. You can also do it with just sugar. So you whip that together until it's more fluffy. Layer that on top of the matcha latte and then dust it with matcha powder, and it's your matcha einspanner. I decided to make today's matcha latte outside because the weather has been so wonderful here in San Diego. I am just making it as a classic matcha latte. Unfortunately, I did the ratios wrong because I forgot my little matcha scoop and I was a little too lazy to get it, and I added too much water to matcha ratio. I don't have a scale, so I don't really measure it out specifically like other people, but I think that's the most accurate way you can make your matcha, but it still tasted wonderful, and I brought this with me on the go to the beach. Why I spend like $8 on a matcha latte when you can just make it at home and bring it with you somewhere in a really cute reusable container. Okay, scrap what I said earlier about not spending $8 on a matcha latte at a cafe, because this is kind of what we did on this day at Kai Coffee House.
Coconut matcha.
The space is gorgeous. It's really big, but also pretty packed. So if you're thinking of going to get some work done here, make sure you bring your headphones. The drink I got is the pandan coconut matcha latte, and I got it half sweet. It is such a good combination. The coconut pandan adds a nice flavor without overpowering the matcha. I love that they don't charge extra for oat milk. They also have a lot of other fun matcha flavors, which I would totally want to make at home sometime. We're switching things up by making matcha cookies instead of a matcha drink because there's so many other ways you can incorporate matcha into your day. Not saying that this is the healthiest way since they are cookies and loaded with sugar. We're just trying to have fun here with the matcha. With these cookies, I do use culinary grade matcha, which is pretty much a lower grade of matcha since the ceremonial grade is the highest grade, which I reserve for the drinks I make. But because the culinary grade is generally more bitter, the sugar kind of counteracts that in things like baking. So culinary grade is usually for cooking and baking, and ceremonial grade is for your matcha drinks and matcha lattes. Baking is some arm work. It's there. Time for the choco chips. Put more as necessary. This is gonna be good. Very good. This looks so good with the choco chips. Fold them in. This is really thick. Oh my gosh. My cookies are ready to be baked. Yay! Matcha white chocolate chip cookies. Rich cookies. Hee! They look so cute. No cookies. Time to get out the other cookies. Oh, they're so big and puffy. Time to try one of these. Got a good chew. Last stop for day 7 is Omomo, your signature Omomo matcha. First Omomo in a while.
Oh, this is too sweet.
Not bad. Creamy. Very creamy.
It's like a dessert.
I mean, boba is technically a dessert. It's raining. It's not the best weather for boba, but it's okay. Not something I would get regularly, but you know you gotta treat yourself sometimes. And it is a solid way to wrap up our 7 days of matcha. The perfect matcha drink. So happy. Cheers. Let me know if you would try any of these from this video. I'd love to know your thoughts and what matcha drinks or recipes you'd want to see next.